The Edo State Election Tribunal is currently hearing a petition filed by the People's Democratic Party PDP governorship candidate Asue Ighodalo challenging the outcome of the September 2024 governorship election. Ighodalo has expressed confidence in the judiciary and reaffirmed his commitment to reclaiming his mandate. The tribunal proceedings have been marked by tension, with allegations of intimidation and harassment against Ighodalo's legal team, witnesses, and members of the Election Petition Tribunal. There have also been reports of violence, including an incident where a masked gunman opened fire outside the courthouse. Ighodalo has accused the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of deliberately changing electoral figures, which he claims is different from what was obtained from the polling units and the beavers. The PDP's governorship candidate has, however, thanked the people of Edo State and reaffirmed his faith in the judiciary as the tribunal proceedings for the contested September 2024 governorship poll continue. Speaking outside the courthouse, Ighodalo condemned the intimidation tactics aimed at undermining the legal process. Take a listen.
Glad with how things have gone. There are certain house cleaning things that have been done as regards to documents, and those will be done today, tomorrow. But I want to use this opportunity to truly thank the good people of Edo State for having come out in massive numbers, in the rain, in the difficulties, to vote for us on the 21st, and for keeping faith and staying true with us, and for keeping up hope. And then they've been very calm in the face of intimidation, in the face of harassment in the last 3 months. They've stayed faithful, and they've stayed with us, and they're living on strong hope. And I'm truly thankful to them. We strongly believe that the judiciary will do the right thing, and we're looking forward to the outcome of the tribunal proceeding. I know our people are going through a lot of hardship and a lot of suffering, but I just ask them to stay strong and to stay prayerful. There are many things that have been thrown by way of distraction to take our eyes off the ball, eyes on the ball of ensuring that we go through the tribunal proceedings effectively. At the end of the day, we reclaim our mandate and we're able to work positively for the good people of Edo State. And like we've said, remove poverty from our land, take Edo State to the next level. And I'm hopeful that by the grace of God Almighty, we'll be given the great opportunity, Osanoji Ogie and myself, to take Edo State to the next level, to make our people be happy, live well, live happily, to make our people take poverty away from the land, take intimidation, take harassment, take lion, tiger, Agbero kind of living, take fear out of our land. You know, Edo State is a state blessed awesomely by God.
Well, joining me on the program this evening virtually is Asue Ighodalo. He's a politician and a member of the All Progressives Congress. He joins virtually from Benin City. I also have Perez Okpere, is the Deputy Director General, the People's Democratic Party's Campaign Council on New Media. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right,
Thank you for having me.
Great. Let me start with you, Mr. Ighodalo. What do you make of what we saw yesterday outside the tribunal, where a marksman came out and opened fire? I think we have that clip, you know. Let's play it and then get our response on this.
What's up, boss?
I mean, there you saw on the screen a marksman there with an ammunition shouting, "You must give us our mandate. We need our mandate." Apparently, I mean, obviously masked and all. The APC, which of course is your party, Audu, is saying, I mean, we know nothing about this. Definitely not from us. The PDP is saying likewise. So, I mean, what do you make of this, Audu?
Thank you once again for having me in your program this evening. It is rather unfortunate that our politics have deteriorated to this level, where an election, we had an election in Edo on the 21st of September. The result was declared. The governor has been sworn in. There's already a case at the tribunal. It is rather unfortunate that, because if you see, the young man who was on that pump passion, shooting sporadically, is putting on a PDP cap and a PDP shirt. I think that enough is to show that he has an agenda, and it's rather unfortunate.
You said that the man is wearing a PDP cap and a PDP shirt.
Yes, he's wearing a PDP cap and a PDP shirt. And it's rather unfortunate that...
I mean, we really cannot verify that. We can't see it.
It is obvious, my brother, it is obvious that the cap he was putting on is a PDP cap.
I'm sorry, it's not clear enough from what we can see, but please go ahead.
The video is everywhere on social media, and it's even on other news channel, you know, and it's very unfortunate that I've gotten those. But who else is looking for mandates? It is the PDP that are looking for mandates. We already have an APC government in power in Edo who have already kickstarted by hitting the ground running and doing what they promised the people. We already have an APC government, it's very obvious that APC is not in court looking for mandates. It is the PDP that are in court who are looking for mandates. Only God knows where the mandates they are looking for has gone to, because an election was held in Edo on the 21st of September. APC won that election landslide. I, for one, I voted in Edo. I have my result with me. APC won the election. So it's only PDP who feel, which is their fundamental human right to go to court, that are in court and looking for their mandate. And it is rather unfortunate that we have now degenerated to this level where people are now being given pump passion to come around the court area to be shooting and be shouting, give us our mandate back. It is rather unfortunate. It is rather unfortunate.
Let me bring in Perez to actually react to this. Perez is the Deputy Director General of the People's Democratic Party Campaign Council on New Media. How do you say that this individual is a member of your party? He's even dressed in, outfits that carry the party's logo. That's the People's Democratic Party. And that, the only party here looking for mandates is the PDP. What do you have to say to this?
That my brother would say what he has just said. We know the person in that video. We unraveled the person yesterday, and he's a known APC member. We'll be able to provide other videos today of that same individual. Very recently, recent videos of him involved in APC activities and a lot of things that he has been doing.
Sorry, just to establish, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You said you've been able to unravel the identity of this person. Please, that video should come on. Yes. You've been able to identify the identity of this person, and he's an APC member, according to you, Fares.
Yes.
So you are saying
people
all
know him very well. He's well known. He's a well-known thug and APC sympathizer, an APC member in Edo. So what they did was they just went and printed a shirt and put the PDP logo. And then this guy, they came in with government vehicle. If you look at that video, you see that he's entering a government Hilux. So you are telling me that a PDP member, if you see the video, you see that he's entering a government Hilux. And today, these same guys who is claiming to be PDP here was seen in another video in the PDP Secretariat today, taking over with violence, taking over the PDP Secretariat on Airport Road. And funny enough, this same Hilux that he was driving in this video was spotted also at that same video where he was among the government house police and other thugs that invaded the PDP Secretariat today and violently took over the PDP Secretariat in Benin today. So you see, this is what Edo has been turned into. You know, today, Edo is now being, it's now a state that is characterized by thuggery and what we call agberoism. So this is something that the previous government was able to flush out of the state. You know, there was a time where people were running away from Edo State. They didn't want to invest in Edo State. People were scared of bringing their money into Edo State because thugs were calling the shots. Thugs were the one collecting revenue from markets. They were the one collecting revenue from schools. They were the one harassing people and, you know, selling lands. And when Governor Obaseki came, he was able to, you know, put these people where they belong.
Okay.
You know, unfortunately, you know, we had an election that was massively rigged in favor of the APC that brought in the APC government in Edo right now. And what the first thing they have done is reintroduce this thuggery back to the states. We've seen massive harassment of people of the state, of people in the state. We've seen a situation whereby, you know, drivers are protesting every day, market women are protesting every day, you know, because of harassment that they are facing under these non-state actors who are thugs, who have been saddled with the responsibility of collecting revenue for the state government.
You know, you have established something here.
Asue Ighodalo is a refined gentleman. He will not sponsor anybody to come to the court to start shooting gun to reclaim a mandate. Everybody knows what happened on September 21st. Everybody saw the travesty that happened on September 21st, where an election that was clearly won by the PDP was rigged in favor of the APC by INEC and in connivance with the APC. And what Asue Ighodalo and the PDP is asking is for justice to be done.
All right. I'm still going to stay with you on that video. You said you've been able to unravel the identity of this individual who is masking as a PDP member. I'm sure the people of Edo State would like to know who exactly this person is.
Yes, he's a popular APC member. He works with one of the APC leaders.
Does he have a name?
Who is in charge of vehicle recovery and all of that. You know, we saw them. If you go online, you see the names and the pictures are there. They've been posted on all social media platforms today. So it's not something that other people know. The other people are not even fooled. They are not fooled. They know that this is poor acting. This is a very poor script by the APC. Everybody knows who operates with thugs in Edo State. The PDP is a party of refined gentlemen. Our leader, Asue Ighodalo, is, you know, everybody knows his history, he knows his work history, he knows...
I'm sorry for us. I mean, we really love a name. I mean, for viewers watching, they would love a name to know, okay, this is the person we've been able to unravel that is behind the violence we saw yesterday at the tribunal. Give us a name.
Yes, I said that the person is a non-APC sympathizer. The pictures have been posted, videos of him have been posted, other videos of him on social media were posted today, where he was part of those who went to the PDP Secretariat to, you know, to forcefully take over the PDP Secretariat and remove the PDP members who were in the Secretariat doing their lawful duties there. He was part of those today, so he cannot be a PDP member. We've unraveled his identity. I may not want to say his name publicly on national TV, but if you go on social media, you know who he is. And everybody knows he's an APC member.
All right, let me come back to, of course, the APC member we have on the program and also politician Audu. Now, Audu, Fares has said that this poorly acted script by your party has been unraveled. And he said that this person is actually a member of your party, well known, who is just impersonating as a member of the People's Democratic Party. And that, you know, it was even used to reclaim the so-called party secretariat, you know, that belonged to the PDP. What's your response?
Yes, first of all, I think my brother Fares is not correct to say that the gentleman who was putting on a t-shirt and a face cap is a member of the APC. How do you identify an HELOS, a government HELOS, that you do not see the plate number? Is it only is government the only people that owns HELOS in Edo? Members of the PDP too have HELOSes. So how do you identify an HELOS to say it belongs to government? You understand? So the truth of the matter is this. Like I said from the beginning, our brothers from the other side should take things easy. They should understand that this is we have passed election period. They have filed their case in court. They should allow the judiciary do the needful, this show of drama and all of that. You cannot say APC is trying to play a script. How? APC have won an election. The governor has already been sworn in. The governor is working. People have been appointed. Oh, they don't have time to now go and start gathering to fight, to start acting scripts. Like as I said, that Agbero have manned the street of Edo. That is not correct. That is not correct. We all move around. I'm based in Edo State, in Benin City precisely, and we all move around town. And we all know that what this government is doing right now is to correct the wrongs from the immediate past administration, which my brother, which is the PDP government. The government of today is trying to correct the wrongs. What he said about the secretariat, the state chairman has come out to address the press over that the national body of the party paid 7 years for that secretariat. When they were there, the former governor Obaseki decamped from PDP, APC to PDP and painted and took over the secretariat. At that time, APC still have an executive. They were driven out of the secretariat, and PDP took over the secretariat. So the chairman actually promised the people that he was going to take it back, and he has done what he has promised. That is for the secretariat. We cannot say that they forcefully take it. They took what I feel is theirs, and they have done that in good faith. You know, so that is for the secretariat. But for the issue of who was around the secretariat today, what's it called, Tribunal yesterday, shooting guns, we all know them. We have seen them. They shed the war is very, very, very pronounced, and we all know what is written on it. You know, so like I said, the government is not interested in all of it. All the government is interested in now is seeing how they can push their 5-point agenda and bring it to limelight for the people of Edo State. That is what the government of Senator Modebewolo is interested in.
All right. So if the
government has hit the ground running, appointment has been told out to those who knows how the capacity to run government, and the government has started working. I think that is what the government of Senator Modebewolo is interested in.
So I would do just to get in summary, what you are saying is all of this. What you are saying is that all of this is a distraction to the government of the day. Is that what you are saying?
Of course, but unfortunately, they cannot distract the government because the government is interested. What the government is interested in is bringing development to the people. During our campaign, our governor actually told the people that they have 5-point agenda for the people. And as I speak, what the government of Senator Modebewolo is interested in is driving the 5-point agenda for the people.
All right. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return, of course, we'll still talk more on issues around the tribunal and the political future of Edo State. Stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. This, of course, is still Politics HQ on New Central Television, and we are discussing matters around the Edo State Tribunal, which kicked off yesterday, and, of course, a lot of drama has started unfolding. I still have my guest with me. Fares Ohere is the Deputy Director General of the People's Democratic Party Campaign Council on New Media. I also have Audu Agadaga Mohammed, is a politician and a member of the All Progressives Congress. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. Let me come back to you, Fares. You might choose to react to the issue that Audu actually did raise concerning the secretariat, saying that it actually belongs to the APC, but a former governor, sort of repainted it, did a facelift, and they are just claiming what is theirs. My question to you on that would be, what next? And then what do you make of the evidences that your party, is presenting before the tribunal as regards the elections?
Yes, so let me start with the Secretariat. Unfortunately, Chief Audu is not very conversant with the issues surrounding that Secretariat, because up to a few weeks ago, he was still a PDP member, so I'm sure he didn't remember very well what happened. He just read the script of the APC chairman. You see, that Secretariat, when Governor Obaseki left, and the Secretariat, the rent was not paid, Governor Obaseki paid the rent, and then it became the PDP Secretariat. And then the APC went to court. When the APC went to court, they lost at the courts, and then they went to the appellate court, and they also lost at the appellate court. The courts clearly ruled that the Secretariat is for the PDP, and the issue has been trashed by the court up to the appellate court. So for the APC chairman to go there with talks today and lay siege in the party secretariat of the PDP shows that Edo is in a state of lawlessness, complete lawlessness. Apart from what they are doing at the PDP secretariat, they're also doing the same thing at the local government headquarters, despite several court orders, restraining the government, restraining the agents of the government from harassing the local government chairman. They are doing that. They are harassing the local government chairman, illegally harassing them and doing all kind of shenanigans that is going on, using talks. We saw videos of APC talks the other day, going from local government secretariat to local secretariat, saying that they want to flog elected local government chairman. It tells you the level of lawlessness at which Edo State has currently degenerated into. And I can tell you, my brother, you see, since the advent of this APC government, Edo State has been in the news always for the wrong reason. Always for the wrong reason.
I'm still going to stay with you on the issue of the sector. Just to clear the air, as of now,
and want to present his own budget. Let me just learn.
Okay.
A governor who came out and want to present his own budget and couldn't even read the figures in a budget that is supposed to be a document that he prepared. It shows the level at which Edo State has degenerated right now. Our everything has gone backwards in Edo State. Imagine our revenue dropped from 8 billion naira a month to around 3 billion last month. It shows that people have lost confidence in the state because of the government that has come in, and the government that is in Edo State today have done nothing but harass her own people with talks. All they do is unleash talks in the market, on the streets, and people are living in fear right now in Edo State. If you go to communities now, land grabbers are taking people's land by force, all in the name of that they are in government, that it is the APC government that is sponsoring them.
Okay, I would just need you to clarify two things. You said that on the issue of the secretariat, as of now, so who owns that structure? Who has the legal right to that structure? I need you to clear the air on that. And then number two, you are talking about land. I'm sorry, you are talking about land grabbing. You would answer that. You're also talking about land grabbing. Can you give specifics of incidents of such?
Yes, if you go to communities right now, before now there used to something they call development levies and all kind of different levies. You want to sink a borehole in your house and you are asked to pay a certain levy to some people who they call themselves community development associations, CDA. They are very notorious, made up of thugs, and they operated and they were a menace in the state. They hindered development, in the property sector in Edo State for a very long time. And when Governor Obaseki came in 2016, in 2017, he was able to put up a law to abolish and to proscribe the activities of these even individuals. And then, for a long time, nobody heard about them anymore. They went silent. Then came the APC. In the last 2 months, they've resumed activities in different communities. They are harassing people. They are grabbing people's land. They are asking for development levies. They're asking for money for a roof and all kind of different levies. They are extorting property developers. This is just one thing that is going on. And then you go to the markets and you go to the bus parks. You see that the same thing is going on. Just today, bus drivers blocked some popular roads in Benin, protesting that talks were harassing them, talks were extorting them. This is something that we've not seen in Edo for the last 8 years. These things that we've not seen. But now these things have come back, and they have come back in a more dangerous way. because because right now thugs are not the one ruling, the communities. Thugs are not the one in charge of communities. Thugs are not the one in charge of markets. Thugs are not the one in charge of bus parks and all of that again, which portends a big danger for us as the people and for our state.
All right, and just to clear the air on the issue of the secretariat, who owns the structure? PDP or APC?
The structure is a rented structure. It's a rented structure, and we've paid the rent for a very long time. And when the APC challenged this in court, we got a judgment. They went to court. They went to court, and the court ruled in favor of the PDP, that the PDP legally, is supposed to be in that place. And they were not satisfied with the judgment of the High Court. They went to the appellate court, and the appellate court said the same thing, that the PDP has done nothing wrong in occupying that place. So only for the APC chairman and all of them to come there today with talks, parading guns and everywhere, destroying PDP properties, destroying banners, destroying computers in the PDP Secretariat today on an issue that has been adjudicated by the courts.
All right, let me come back to you.
And then also there's a dangerous trend in Edo right now where, the people in government feel that they don't have to respect the court. Do you know that, in the last 1 month, there have been several court orders, from the state high court, from about local government and about several other things that the court have ruled on the side of the people, where the government have continued to flout those court orders as if the judiciary does not exist.
Let me come to Audu to, of course, take his reaction to some of the things that Fares has said. Part of which is, Audu has accused the APC in Edo State of being a government that is, will I call it, notorious with working with thugs. He also, cited issues of intimidation and extortion as being almost the order of the day. I would like you to speak on that. I mean, the PDP is also even questioning the competence of the governor, saying he cannot, soundly pronounce the figures, he put up, during the budget presentation. I'd like you to speak on this and also the issue of the secretariat. Please clear the air. We, of course, are having a bit of a difficulty connecting with Audu. I would go on a quick break. When we return, we'll definitely pick up from there. Do stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on New Central Television, and we are looking at matters arising around the Edo State Governorship Tribunal, which kicked off yesterday. I still have my guest with me. Fares Ohere is the Deputy Director General of the People's Democratic Party Campaign Council on New Media, and also Audu Agadaga Mohammed, a politician and a member of the All Progressives Congress. Gentlemen, once again, thank you for staying with me. I would start with you, or continue with you, Audu. Before we went on that break, Fares did say some things as regards the All Progressives Congress in Edo State. He said your party is a party of thugs and extortion. He gave instances where half the time, or most of the time, they intimidate residents of the state. I'd like you to speak on that, and also the issue of the secretariat, where they say they have the legal right to occupy that space. Okay,
first of all, let me take the issue of the secretariat. Like as I said earlier on, the state chairman of APC actually did a press conference and highlighted the process at which it got to till this very afternoon. So I think the state chairman of the party have actually hinted on that very well. So how they paid for 7 years and how the then governor Obaseki drove them out when it came from APC to PDP. So the issue of the secretariat has been taken care of very well by the state chairman. Now, for the issue of CDA, my brother Fares knows it's not correct, because if we're talking about the issue of land grabbing, I think we should hold the previous administration accountable for that. It's all about the news about the issue of Okoroma, where hundreds of houses were demolished. Houses people already living in them. The government ran into them and demolished all of them, even when there was a court order restraining the state government at that time not to take that action. The then government slapped that order and still went ahead to demolish those buildings. So if we're talking about the issue of land grabbing, I think we should look at it from that particular side. As we speak today, we have a government that is just 2 months old. I don't see where land grabbing are becoming the order of the day. So I think that issue of land grabbing is totally wrong. The issue of land grabbing actually ended with the previous government. And I can assure you that Senator Modok is not taking it lightly with any issue about land grabbing. And for the benefit of doubt, the governor has gone around these communities where these issues took place during the last administration, and he has set up a commission of inquiry into these issues to look at those issues between governments at that time and the owners of those land. Buildings were demolished. People already live in those buildings, and today, as we speak, nothing is going on in those areas. Those places have become normal. It has become normal ground. There's no house there. Nothing is going on there. So the issue of land grabbing, it has to do with this government. Like I said before, the government of Nname Robinson Ewor is only interested in driving its 5-point agenda for the betterment of Edo State, changing the narrative from where the wrongs of the previous government, trying to correct them now. And that's what the government of Nname Robinson Ewor is interested in. You know, so for the issue of collection of revenue, I can't remember if my brother is now the account officer of Edo State government account, where he has not got information to know that our monthly generated revenue has dropped from 8 billion to whatever the account amount is, as he said earlier on. You know, the government just came in, but the chairman and members of the Board of Revenue have just been sworn in. Government has a process at which revenues are collected within the state. Few weeks ago, the Secretary to State Government issued a press release and said it plain and clear that it is the prerogative of the Internal Revenue Service to collect revenue in the state. So I don't know where my brother is saying talks and touts who are roaming around the street to collect revenue. Let me take my brother back again a little. Several times, even on social media, I have cried out under the previous administration where boys will block Saple Road by Ring Road by Central Baptist Church, harassing bus drivers, collecting money from them. Those money were not going the Agberos, they're not going to government coffers. And this government has come to say no. Board of Revenue are going to be in charge of who they will license to collect revenue for the state government. So I don't know where my brother got the information from that the revenue that is coming to the state coffers have dropped. Then for the issue of local government, everybody knows that from the chairman, from the suspended chairman to the councillors to the very last are all PDP members. So I don't know what the issue happening in the council, how it has to do with the APC. APC does not have any member in the local government. From the chairman that has been suspended now to the councillors who are suspending the chairman, they are all APC members. So if APC members are fighting APC, if they are all PDP members, if PDP members are fighting PDP members, how is that APC's problem? The councillors already know how these guys have run the council. They know that what they have done are not right. They are saying step aside so that you can be investigated for 2 months and return back if you are not found wanting. I don't see that to be a big deal because you cannot be in office and they will be investigating you. So the councillors have said, okay, chairman, step aside. Let the Commission of Inquiry set up by the state government investigate you.
On this issue, is it in the capacity of the government of the state, that's the governor of the state, to sort of control the activities of the local governments, given the fact that they have autonomy?
My brother, the truth is this: the governor is not controlling them. I think one of the local government chairmen out there brought out a letter from the Ministry of Local Government Affairs of about I think an issue of 800 million for whether security and environmental. I can't really remember what was in that letter. You can imagine that local government are contributing 800 million naira for security and environmental, which means it was under the previous administration. We all know we live in this state. Can anybody, even in the PDP, point to what the local government chairmen have done with this 800 million? There's nothing to show for it.
But is it within the prerogative by law?
There's nothing to show for it.
But it's not within the prerogative by law of the governor to ask for representation on how this money is spent.
As backed by the Constitution. The councillors are the ones suspending their chairman. The councillors are suspending their chairman. And the governor actually did start. But the governor actually did step aside.
The governor actually did snowball or start off this whole process. Maybe let me take Fares' response to this and come back to you, Audu. Fares, what do you have to say about this?
Well, it's obvious that my brother is deliberately trying to peddle falsehood or is completely ignorant of what is going on within the system. First of all, he said that it is not the issue of the APC that is a PDP affair. He has completely forgotten that it is the governor who initially wrote a letter, to the House of Assembly, despite the fact that he does not have the constitutional right to do so, demanding the House of Assembly to suspend the local government chairman. The governor has not been properly advised of his constitutional powers. And the reason why he has not been properly advised of his constitutional powers because the governor, instead of surrounding himself with people who can think properly, people who can help him, he has decided to surround himself with people who do not even understand the rudiment of governance. People, all that you hear from them is juicy position. And when people start to talk about juicy positions, it shows that they are coming, they have no other plan in government than to come and steal money and loot the commonwealth of the people. When you start hearing people talking about juicy positions, and that's what you'll be hearing from these people that the governor has surrounded himself with. Because if the governor has surrounded himself with people who understand the law, who knows what they are doing, they should have advised him that he doesn't have the constitutional powers to instruct the House of Assembly to suspend the local government chairman. I'm saying this because my brother said that it's a purely PDP affair. We know who is orchestrating the chaos in most of the local governments and all the local governments today. In Oredo, for example, where all the councillors have said that they are not going to, they have nothing against their chairman. They've gone there with talks, take over the local government chamber, and then brought in strangers in an attempt to impeach the chairman and the vice. And what they have forgotten is that this process is back. The impeachment itself is a legal process. It's not something you just say 4 people just gathered or 2 people just gathered and say they impeach a chairman. No, there is a process of impeachment. Just like the state governor, the House of Assembly cannot just sit down, 3 members will just say, we've impeached a governor. No, there's a process. You have to set up a panel to investigate the chairman. There has to be a report. Then the chairman has to be invited to those panels to give their own side of their story. None of these were done. All we see is that one person will just come out and say he's the leader of the House, and the chairman and the vice chairman have been suspended. It's a mockery. The level of lawlessness in Edo today is insane.
Okay.
It's insane.
We'll pick up from there. We'll pick up from there,
level of lawlessness.
We'll pick up from there, Fares, but we need to go on another break. When we return, the show continues. Stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. Of course, it's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. The final, minutes of the program. Fares, let me just ask you, 30 seconds. Your candidate, that's Asue Ighodalo, has still reaffirmed his commitment and his trust in the judiciary. Now, my question to you is this. Looking at what we saw yesterday and, of course, fallout to today, do you as a party still have confidence in the judicial system to get a favorable outcome? 30 seconds.
We do have confidence in the judicial system. We know that this election, the whole world watched it because it was an off-cycle election, and everybody saw what happened. Everybody saw the manner at which the results were changed. If you go to IREV today, you will see that the results uploaded, which are still on IREV, you can go, everybody can take their phones, go to INEC IREV and see for themselves. The results uploaded by INEC in the IREV portal is still standing, and that result, if you by yourself put it together in your house, calculate it, you see that PDP, PDP won with a wide margin in that election. The results are still there for the whole world is seeing it. So, it's a shame that what we saw in Edo in September 21st is a shame for our democracy. It's a setback to our democracy, and I'm confident that the judiciary will not sit down and allow that kind of injustice to stand in our society. And because if that happens, then the confidence, in the electoral system, the confidence in our democracy, both by Nigerians and the diaspora and international community, will be completely eroded. And this is why I believe that the judiciary haven't seen the injustice that was done against the PDP and Asue Ighodalo on September 21st. We right the wrong and return the mandate, the stolen mandate, which was stolen by the APC and INEC in connivance with INEC. They will return it to the rightful owner. Edo people came out on September 21st.
All right, Perez, I'm sorry, your point has been taken. We also need to we need to give Audu some time. Thank you. Audu, 30 seconds. Your advice for the PDP in Edo State. 30 seconds.
My advice is very simple. The PDP should understand that election has been won and lost. A governor will be sworn in. What I expect them is to support the government, because the government of Senator Ighodalo is not just the government of the APC, it's the government of Edo State. We are interested in developing the state better off than we met it, so we advise them to support the government so that the government, everybody will be happy in the state. Yes, the case, they have a case in court, but I can assure him by this, because we know that APC won the election. We won the election landslide, and I know that definitely the judiciary is going to do the right thing by continuing to uphold the victory of Senator Ighodalo.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time on the program today. Fares Ohere is the Deputy Director General of the People's Democratic Party Campaign Council on New Media. Also, Audu Mohammed is a politician and a member of the All Progressives Congress. Gentlemen, once again, I'd like to say a big thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And this, of course, is where we call it Right One today. In case you missed out, you can actually catch up on our YouTube platform. That's at News Central TV. You can also follow us on social media. The handle is there on your screen. There will be a repeat broadcast later tonight. You can choose to follow me personally at Dakpo, at Debris. Until I come your way tomorrow, good night.